As many of you may have read the title, today we are here to talk about if workouts should be done fasted or fed. Now, I will not say whether you should or must do either, but I will definitely explain why I believe one way is better than the other through experience. I have trained both ways, and I have found one method to be more beneficial to my training sessions and my overall goals throughout my fitness journey. Now, let's start here. What happens to your body when you train at the gym in a fasted state? In short, your body gets better at using fat for fuel because there is no glycogen in your body, which is a simple sugar that your body produces from the carbohydrates that you consume. Your body is now forced to use fat for energy. Also, studies show that working out in a fasted state improves insulin sensitivity. Insulin is a hormone produced by your pancreas that helps your body use sugar, which is glucose, from food for energy. Now, that's all the energy that you have before you go to the gym. When you're insulin sensitive, your body cells respond well to insulin, allowing your body to effectively use blood glucose for energy and keep your blood sugar levels stable. Insulin sensitivity is a sign of a good metabolic health. Now, while that all sounds great, I mean, who wouldn't want to have their body target fat cells to fuel your workout? It would sound good to anybody because, I mean, who doesn't want to lose fat? There are some downsides to this fasted state training where I found for myself it worsened my overall training experience at the gym. I was feeling rather sluggish and tired instead of feeling fit and strong, which is, the goal. The biggest one for me was reduced performance. The lack of glycogen simply meant not enough fuel in my body to aid in long or intense workouts. I found for myself that I was unable to lift heavy. I was unable to effectively progressively overload, and I was always feeling weak and dizzy. Fasted training increases stress also. The body releases cortisol to help raise low blood sugar levels as the body's natural response to maintain energy levels. To add to the list, you will have slower recovery. Since there is no food in your body to begin recovery, in some cases, your body will start to use muscle protein for energy, which leads to the breakdown of muscle. And muscle is the most important factor to showcase our results. You can also develop hypoglycemia, which I've experienced, which is a drop in blood sugar. It can cause lightheadedness, dizziness, nausea, also hormonal disruption. Elevated cortisol can promote fat storage and disrupt sleep. So for all of the reasons that I just listed are the reasons why I no longer train in a fasted state. I started to realize that I was just doing more harm than good. Now, let's look at your body while training in a fed state. While your body is now not currently burning fat for fuel, it is now using glycogen as its main source of energy, which are the carbs that were consumed pre-workout. With readily available carbs for fuel, you'll be able to perform at a higher intensity and a longer duration. This will contribute to better recovery and performance. Also, training fed promotes muscle growth and helps to maintain energy levels. Now that I have switched back to training in a fed state, my energy levels are through the roof. And I have personally seen more fat loss and muscle growth because I have been able to push myself that much harder. Dr. Huberman further helped me come to my conclusion in my decision making. In this podcast, which I have linked below, he briefly talks about conducting an experiment on two groups of people who were fasted and fed before cardiovascular workouts. His findings were that the fasted group did not oxidize fat faster than the fed group, provided that they were on the same calorie intake.
When you form practical takeaways from the findings, we can say that if you prefer to train fasted you just feel better doing your cardio in a fasted state, great, do it fasted. If you can't stand doing fasted cardio and you'd rather have a breakfast beforehand, then go ahead and do that. Just know that that's not going to necessarily hinder your fat loss efforts as long as you're net hypocaloric by the end of the day or the end of the week.
And ultimately, that's what it comes down to. Again, calories in versus calories out. Also, the type of diet that you are consuming to aid in weight loss. So it really all comes down to preference. But being in a fasted state does not accelerate weight loss. So why put yourself through that struggle? So while you can train in a fasted state, particularly for women, you probably should not, especially due to all of the hormonal imbalances that we already face, especially due to how deficient we are around our menstrual cycle. If you have not watched the video of how workouts are affected during our menstrual cycle, please watch this video as I go into further detail about this topic. But again, there is no right or wrong answer. It all comes down to preference and how you feel and how your body responds to both methods. Remember that strength training sessions are your time to build strength. This is how you build lean muscle, by pushing your limits and progressing in your strength training. Proper nutrition and recovery is what is going to help reveal those results. Overall, women tend to benefit more from training in a fed state when the goal is muscle growth and recovery. So the next time you feel like training in a fasted state, please think again, because training fed provides you with all of the energy that you need in order to sustain your long workouts and having you feeling at your best, also helping you to reveal the results that you're working so hard for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on whether you should train fasted or fed. Please comment down below on your preferred method and how it has helped you accelerate your fat loss and achieve your goals in your fitness journey. Until next time, you guys, peace and love, y'all. Rochelle, out.